check. Oh, there we go. Okay. That fan is going. I don't think I'm going to turn it off. It's going to be on all night. So, I've been busy today. I've been kind of working on my branding. I've been kind of working on my branding. The heck is that? Who's that guy talking? The heck is that? Who's that guy talking? Who's sneaking in my stream? Who's sneaking in my stream? Oh, there he is. Mute site. Alrighty. I gotta tell the people in the discords. Yeah, dude. Okay, so I want to update my itch page of all of my profiles on my site. So I kind of changed the way my site looks. I made it a lot more minimal, like a lot of my other stuff. I think it works. Yeah, so and it also uses the same colors as my YouTube now. So I got that going. My YouTube looks excellent. Posted some shorts today. I edited like 20 shorts today. So I'll have shorts content for the rest of the month. And since yesterday I've gained 12 subs, which is fantastic. Since I released my video, I guess I got 12 subs in one day. So since this time yesterday, which is great. I'll get more as time passes. Still getting 3 views an hour for a video that's just 24 hours old. That's pretty good compared to my other videos. It's of all the new videos I've made, which would be like these 4. None of them have had kind of outrageous views. Relative to my previous videos, they're not significantly popular. Most of my views have come from really Bizmaster Studios. Got like just 2K views just from him alone. And then, my other shorts. So I got a lot more shorts coming. And I might do a midweek YouTube video for Maui Game Studio this week. A parallax mapping one. So that's going to come up. I might do that on like Wednesday. And yeah, so what I want to do now is I'm going to switch out this image that I made here. So let's edit profile. And we're going to replace this with PSD marketing with this guy. And then you have to save it or something. We're going to come here. There's like a hero image, right? Got to find that. Click save here. Where's the hero image? Oh, I can change this. Okay. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna switch it out and put my new color scheme on here. So let me grab Photoshop. Grab this. What we're gonna do I'm gonna grab this image. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna crop it. Image. Canvas size. We're gonna change the height to about 1/5, so like 500. Proceed. Is that a little bit not tall enough? I think it's fine. Save for web. We'll keep it this width. And then we're going to come back over here, remove image, upload, grab this super small one. I could grab that one I used in Twitter too, but now I'll try this one first. Okay, so next I'm going to change the background color to this color. Either that one or orange. Ooh, there's no... Oh, wait, I can do it here. Okay, cool. So that doesn't really work unless I make the text a white, which I can do. That looks kind of weird though, with the orange hanging out on the side there. I think what I might have to do is make a background image and make it like half white and half another color. I like the bigger size. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna make round edges. I like it. I like that. So I'm thinking this little like diagonal thing doesn't really work in the context of this page. Like, I feel like it would be better if it just covered the whole thing. You know? So I might do that. I think the gray is cool. What happens when I go to... Huh. Let's try something else in Photoshop. So I'm going to make it a little bit less thin. And I'm also going to remove these guys. We'll do like about double that height. Come back to here, upload. And that's the one I wanted. Oh, it's too big. 6 megs is too big? Maybe. Okay. I'll have to save it as a JPEG. Or PNG 8 is fine too, maybe. It gets it down to 2 megs. Okay. What I could do. that's the background. Oh, I just got an idea from this. Yeah, this just gave me an idea. Huh. I could break them up. Huh. Take this off of there. And one thing about this is it doesn't really repeat. Which is part of the problem with it. So if I just... Just grab a half, and what we're going to do is we're going to did I get every pixel? Okay. I have to make these two combine somehow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a thing here. Right, and that is the line of separation. And I got to use math. Oh wait, shit. I just realized I did this wrong. Cancel, reopen. Forgot to convert it first. Image, mode, RGB, layer from background. Okay. So, in order to make this blend, to cut it right in half in the middle. Should create a new layer. So I'll just do it manually. to do this is to fade out the middle. Eraser. Too big. Too small. Now we have a repeating background. Check under this thing just to make sure it doesn't look too weird. Export, save for web, save. Okay. Replace, that's fine. And then, so that's my background now. I'm gonna put that in. This one might be too big, we'll see. Let's see if it is, we'll save it in a different way. That's too big. Export. Save for web. Let's do JPEG. What are we looking at? Just drop the quality just a smidge. Alright. PC, Familia. Resources by me. SD marketing, I guess. Save. Okay, let's try it again. Upload. Which one's the JPEG? This one. Wait, what? That one's not too big. No way. Well, the dimensions are too large. That's interesting. 2160. I guess we're gonna have to downscale it. Hopefully it still lines up pixel to pixel. This could break the loop when you tile it. Image size, what was it? 26. 2160. That's the maximum height. 2160. Hey LMP, what's up, man? Funny seeing you here. Funny seeing you here. I'm just refreshing my itch page. I've been going hard. Oh, a sub? I haven't seen one of those in quite some time. It has been a minute since one of those has come around. So I've kind of been like updating my branding and stuff, so I'm kind of doing that now on my itch page, since I'm gonna make a video this week and send people to my itch page for the free assets. Oh, did I just get 2 subs? Holy guacamole. That's like more than I've gotten in a month. I don't rely on that sub money. Bizmaster Studios? What is happening, guys? Did you gift a bunch? I don't see that. Hold on. Hold on. I have a different... The way my chat reading is messed up. Holy shiza, you subbed... You subbed for... What? I don't even understand this. 10. Subbed... Wait, I don't... Gifted... 5. Okay. 5. Okay, I'm not going crazy. Oh, Amir. Amir got a sub. That's cool. That guy is cool. I like him. Who's next? It didn't even show on this one. Oh, Timopoulos. pretty much with the 5 subs, that's like all my viewers, dude. It's like everybody. Thank you very much, LMP. It's the highlight of my night for sure. I'm pretty pumped right now. Oh yeah, it didn't connect. Well, it's kind of seamless. I think it's fine. This is not an easy background to read though. It looks so like 1990s. I thought I would be able to put like something behind. I guess that's just on the projects. But yeah, look what I did. I've been like, here's my YouTube, right? I made it so all the thumbnails look good. There's my, look at this viral video right here that I posted today. It's 58 views. It's practically
Nimpo interception onto Leno.
So loud. My viral video.
Leno's gonna curse this guy.
58, that's
Yikes.
a lot.
Okay. Then we're gonna do 1,000 fists. Okay.
There's a lot of clips of people playing my game that I didn't even know about. Like it was actually really cool. I looked up clips of Familia and I like found a bunch of people that I didn't even like know, you know? And that was really fulfilling and pretty exciting.
Can't even say.
I don't like this background. I think it sucks. I'm gonna take it off. I don't even have to repeat it. It's so freaking tall. It covers the whole thing. I'm not going to use this. I'll just do it like this, dude. This works. You could almost put some space in it, like below it. This is how it's gonna be. So it kind of aligns now with my other stuff. I updated my website too. Give it a more modern vibe. Got this rotating image entrance thing. And you know, just put orange on everything. Orange is going to be like one of the colors of my brand. Orange, 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 more orange everywhere, orange. Nice and clean. This looks like one of the message boxes in my game. That was kind of the idea. But I have like this gray, orange, white, and black thing that I'm kind of doing now. So I like this better than the way it looked before. I still got those weird random particle effects. I'll just leave them. I don't care. But I think this is a better like landing page. It's more clear. Works good on mobile too. You know. Actually, that doesn't look that good. Wait, maybe because it's not actually mobile. Yeah, this is what the mobile looks like. This looks good. Like the reddish orange. Yeah, I'm kind of putting orange into my brand now. And then Corp Jack, I updated the YouTube as well, kind of making it a more branded experience, trying to get that corporate vibe, you know. So I don't look quite as much like somebody who's just posting videos from their attic or something. I mean, I am, but yeah, my YouTube looks good now. I updated all of the thumbnails you can see. I didn't get all of them. Like I didn't go back and do every single video, but I did like the most recent 12 and a couple other like really popular ones. Like I did these 3 really quick. Looks legit. Yeah, I wanted it to look like an actual gaming company, you know what I mean? Like I want to be perceived as like an actual company now. I mean, if you get into the content, you can tell that it's just me, and that's fine. But I want to have more of a stronger branding. And you saw that I did like the fire Maui Game Studio logo, which I think it's cool. If you look on Discord, I did change the logo that I'm using, right? It's funny because I do this stuff for people. This is like my job, right? I do branding and digital marketing. And on my own project, it's like I haven't really been working on that aspect of it. But I caught a bug for it this week. This last couple days, I caught a bug for doing digital marketing related content, like for my game dev stuff. So been working on it. So it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. 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 The stream's going great so far. I already got like 6 subs or something. I have that bot that says I don't mind subs, just saying. And I think maybe LMP saw that and he's like, "Oh, you don't mind subs? here's 5. Here's more than you've got in the last 3 months combined." Did you see my bot when you came in? The one that said I don't mind subs, just saying. Hey, let me show you this bot I've been using, by the way. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty new. It's called SteamerBot. It's local, right? So it's not like Nightbot. And the only thing I'm actually using it for is timed random messages. So if you didn't know, I'm streaming on... These days, I stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And I know it's against the rules. I just don't care. But, like what this does, this is like 40 messages or something, and it just runs one of them randomly every like 14-ish minutes, like 13 minutes and 40 seconds. I didn't want to do it on 15 because I didn't want people to look at the time logs and be like, "Oh, he's just doing it on every 15 minutes," you know, because then it will hit on once an hour, like 4 times an hour, and I don't know, that just to me feels more repetitive. This feels more like organic. So but yeah, it just will grab one of these messages and it can either go to Twitch or YouTube. And that message that said I don't mind subs, just saying, was one of my bot messages. So did you see that message? What are some of the messages they say? Don't forget to follow. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my game on Steam. Check out the sequel to my game on Steam. I have a YouTube channel. I have a Twitter. I have a, if you're on the YouTube, it says follow my Twitch. If you're on the Twitch, it says follow my YouTube. Stuff like that. Did you know I have some assets on this? I have some free assets on my itch if you want to check out my itch. Join the Discord. Do you get the general idea? Join TikTok. Stuff like that. But it works really well. I like this because it makes it from me. And it's also just the thing with like Nightbot and StreamBot and CloudBot and Stream Elements bot and all those guys is there's no way to set it up so that there's a maximum amount of messages per half hour. Right? You can make it check to see if chat is active, and then to only type messages if chat is active, which I don't even see why that feature exists. I think it's silly to look at chat. I mean, why? What does it matter if chat is active? Like, You know how much people are coming into your streams. So when you make the bot, just make it in accordance to which is appropriate with your normal traffic, right? So I don't, whatever. But anyway, I think it makes way more sense to just look at, what, like, to just post a message every 15 or 30 minutes, which is not something you can actually do. You can post like the same message over and over again, but the way they all work is like increments of like certain minutes, and they all start at the same time, which is super funky. There's no way to make them to play like sequentially. So this is really great because it just plays a random message every like 14 minutes, and it's like 1 out of 44, so it doesn't feel redundant. Like it doesn't feel like spam, when you're going through it. Oh, my stream avatars are not on, by the way. There's another one. There's the donation one. Donate to contribute to Familia's production. Yes, that's one right there. So you didn't even know I accept donations, right? Probably. So it's like some of those things that even I forget that I can do, or content that I forget that I have. It's so organic. Like you can watch the stream for like a week and not see the same message, and not. Well, everyone accepts donations. Yeah, but I got a link, dude. If you go here, and you donate, it'll show a donation link on my stream. Yeah, I think this is good, right? This looks good. This is good for itch. Itch doesn't have to be as polished as the other ones. Does it go right to me? Yeah, donations are way better than subs, dude. Because subs, they keep half. Donations, like, we keep like 99% of it. I love donations. Donations are so much better. Oh. Okay, so I think my itch is good. What do you think? Let's look at my analytics for itch while I'm here. 3,000 views, almost 500 downloads, bro. I almost have 500 downloads. Holy cow. Anonymous LMP donation. Donator. Oh my gosh. I'm rich, bro. I'm going to retire. I'm going to retire on the beach. So I'm pretty sure the API worked correctly. So as it is now, donations go directly towards Familia iOS App Store fee, which is $200, I believe. How much? It's a straight gift. Yeah, I just keep it. Yeah, you just give me money on PayPal. Twitch withheld 25% of gift subs just to add it right at the end. Yeah, donations are always better. Which is why if I get kicked out of the affiliate program for Twitch, I don't even care. You know what I mean? You suckers can watch ads. I don't even care. Use your Twitch. I'm sure someone else can have your Twitch Prime. It's like just not having to upload all my VODs has been wonderful. It's been, that alone has been well worth it. Like, that's such a waste of time. Like downloading your VODs and uploading them again, when you can just have an automated way to do it. It's worth the risk of like making Twitch mad. I'm sorry. That's just the reality. If they want to ban me for 7 days, I'll just stream on YouTube for 7 days and then You just record while streaming. It's not the download that takes a long time. And you do some light editing. Yeah, I wouldn't have time for that. I mean, it's weird for me to say I wouldn't have time for that because I spend tons of time on my YouTube content. But I would rather prioritize the produced YouTube content than my Twitch stuff. But you have like, I guess for you remove like starting soon. Like I don't do a starting soon screen just because I don't really believe in them. I just start working, and then when people come in, that's when I start talking to them. If I don't do an ending soon screen either. Maybe I should. I don't know. But to me, it's like if you're not there, why are you streaming? Starting in breaks, yeah. And then recently I haven't been taking too long of breaks. In the past, I have taken some huge ones. But anyway, so my itch, I think, is updated. Do I have any other profiles that I should update? Hey, LMP, do you use Android or iPhone? So I'll send you a link to my open test. If you're an Android user. Oh, iPhone, no can. I'm waiting for them to approve my game. So I'm approved for the internal testing. So I can distribute the game here. Here's I have like 5 testers so far. Actually, I want to update it to. Can I add countries? Oh no, the closed testing doesn't have specific countries because it just assumes that it's like, hey, CodeRad. CodeRad, you got a sub, man. You got to thank LMP Games. No more lousy ads. Today has been a profitable stream for me. Holy guacamole. Man, usually when LMP comes on, the first thing I think is, what can I get him to help me with? But there's nothing I really need help with from him right now. I mean, there will be in the future, but usually maybe that's why he's so down to give me subs. He's like, this guy's not even trying to get free work out of me. Gotta reward good deeds. I have to reward this gracious act that he's bestowed upon me by not instantly requesting that I help him with my game. Here, I'll show you. Let's open the game. This is a game dev channel. Yeah, for recording the stuff on your computer at the same time. I mean, your PC is probably a little bit better than mine. Mine is good, but I just don't want to use the extra bandwidth too for like the processing of recording it to a hard drive. That's another thing. See, this is another thing I was messing with before I did the fire one. I didn't like this one. CodeRad, did you see my YouTube, bro? It's looking freaking fire. So this is my itch now. Here's my YouTube. Or no, that's the Play Store. But here's the YouTube. Looks good now. I also updated my website. I just used a real I made it more modern. I took the clouds out and added this little like spinny thing. And then it's pretty much the same from there, but I wanted a more modern style. Going more corporate look, Before, this was just like my website. The spinny thing is where it's at. You like that? But yeah, it's just real straightforward. More of a corporate, minimal vibe. You can buy a hat. You can buy a hat here. People used to buy these. Nobody's really bought one recently, but this hat right here, people like it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, the YouTube I think looks freaking sick. Like this looks like a pro YouTube. I've actually been getting a lot of people signing up for my mailing list because I pretty much in every video have an accompanying blog, right? And I tell them like, hey, come to, if you want to look at the blog version of this, or if you want to reference some of the code I used or whatever. Ryzen 7, 64 gigabyte RAM, 2080 Ti. Yeah, that's a fast computer, dude. Ryzen 5. Mine's a Ryzen 7, but it's one of the older Ryzen 7s. I think, I don't remember the actual number. It's like half that. I have 30. I have like a weird number of RAM because I have a 12 RAM sim. It's like 48 RAM or something. Something like that. It's not 36 or 64 or 32 or 64. It's like 40, whatever. But yeah, everything's looking good. I want them to approve my open testing, these jerks, so I can just send the link. I already have been sending people the link. And also, I think with open testing... Hey, Olivia on Art, how's it going? With open testing, I might be able to, like, make the page look cool. See, I'll show you what the page looks now. If anybody in here wants... So I could render videos while streaming. Yeah, honestly. That makes sense. So you have the power to do it. I would consider it, but I really like just restreaming and not having to worry about it. Also, too, like you get more organic traffic on your VODs if you use them as live streams. So it's like, because you start off with like 50 views, right? Or 40 views or whatever, so it gives you an automatic little boost. I'll just keep doing it until I get in trouble, and then I'll stop doing it. That's basically my plan. And I know that there's different degrees of trouble. Whatever happens, I'll make a video about it. And it'll get lots of views. You don't think I'll get in trouble? I don't think I'll get in trouble either. I'll repost his specs. This is his PC. Yeah, like if they're not gonna bother following you know, a partner, why are they gonna bother with me, a little baby affiliate? You know what I mean? Like, who cares? And I don't do it on my main channel. Maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe I will eventually. But I have like a VODs channel that I was already posting all my VODs on. I think I'm going to keep it on the VODs channel. I don't want to water down the content on my main channel. My main channel is more like edited content and like higher level of like production quality than like a stream. So I don't really... And I like that. I want to keep it about where it's at now. You know, it's not super high production budget, but it's decent. So I want to keep it there. The stream, I use like a pretty crappy cam for stream because my Sony camera, it has trouble with audio syncing for live stream, so I don't really use it for live stream. You don't really have to. Also, too, this camera is much more flexible when it comes to like lighting. The nice Sony camera, it's like very finicky if you change the lighting conditions. So like for me, if I'm streaming and the sun goes down or a cloud outside happens, it's like, you can even see it in my videos, like the lighting gets all over the place, you know? And it in the videos it's like okay, but in streaming you want a camera that'll just like adapt to whatever is going on, you know? Because light changes in your house, you know? You're in front of a screen and the screen changes the light on your face, which will change the light on settings on the camera if you use the auto settings, and it's a mess. It's just a mess, you know? It's just a mess. Look at this. Yeah, see this guy? He's live. This guy's live. This VOD guy. See, I get like no views on any of these. My most viewed thing is like 33 on my VODs channel. And that's fine. Totally cool with that. I also just like the way YouTube just keeps the VODs up. You know, Twitch deleting it after 80 days or whatever, or 60 days. It's like, why? Why do you do that? Honestly, your stuff looks so organized. You don't know where to start. I legit started with blog posts. Well, first off, thank you. And now I'm trying to find ways to put videos together. I'll talk to you about my process for a little bit because it is something I've been thinking about a lot. And really, I pretty much just always write the blog post right before I make the video. And I find that that's super, like, that's the way to do it because, and then I don't really like making scripts, but I am a pretty good extemporaneous speaker. I said that with a weird emphasis. Extemporaneous speaker. I'm good at like kind of just speaking extemporaneously, but I do have a very strong like outline of like key points when I do my videos. You know, short videos can do well, long videos can do well. My best video, so let's look at my account for example. Like my most viewed video on this channel is, I don't know, how long is it? It's like a very low production quality. It's 11 minutes, but it's just a pure screen record and I legitimately did not edit it at all. This video was legit just a screen capture. No intro, no ending. All I did was talk about my custom UI for like 10 minutes and showed it. And I still get, you know, it's still growing. It just passed 2.5K views. Half your devlogs. I don't think it's good in your devlogs to talk about what you will do. With very rare exception, people in YouTube, they don't have your, like, you don't have cred with them. You know what I mean? Like your viewer on a YouTube channel, you don't have any cred with them. In Twitch, you even have more cred because they come and they see what you're doing and they respect it. But on YouTube, the majority of your viewers you have zero cred with them. So there's not a, if somebody with zero cred tells you, I'm gonna do something, you don't believe them. Either that or you don't care, right? If you're like a small YouTube creator and you're creating videos, they're more interested in what you've already done, right? They're not so much interested in what you're gonna do because they're looking it up because they want to do it too. So why are they gonna try and find somebody who hasn't done the thing that they're trying to do? You know, they want to find somebody who's done it and who can give them tips on how to do it. You know, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I misunderstand, but I would definitely say like focus on the things you know well when you're making videos. Yeah, I guess I kind of do that too. You usually do what you've done in a week and then kind of note a few goals for your next week. And honestly, I don't even really, because it keeps me on your production timeline. Yeah, I don't even really, for me, I don't even really know. I pretty much never talk about what I'm going to do. Unless I'm saying, like, I have a video coming up. I will do that. Like, my next video is going to be on this. So look forward to that. Doing things or doing, I think it's fine to say what you're going to do in but only in the context to justify what you've already done. So if you're halfway through something and you can kind of explain where it's going, I think that that's rational. But if you're talking about what you're going to do and you haven't already put in some sweat and blood into it, I think people are going to disregard you. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? You have to have some sweat and blood equity in there. Otherwise, the YouTube audience is just not going to buy it. But I don't know. I would say, honestly, as much as I would emphasize something like that, I think the main thing. So right now, I think the main thing I would say, Olivia, is even though I'm saying that that's important to focus on things that you know and that you've done, it's way more important to just make the videos. So I would say it's about 100 times as important. So if you are just making videos and you're talking about like what your plans are, and you have to choose between having that type of video and not making a video, always freaking make the video. You know what I mean? Like always do it as opposed to not doing it. Don't ever use the excuse you miss the shots you don't take. I've always never really liked that figure of speech because sometimes you take a shot and you break like a window, right? Like maybe you'll miss the basket entirely and it'll go through the neighbor's window and then you have to pay for it. So, I mean, I don't know. I've never liked that figure of speech. You miss the shots you don't take. Well, sometimes you shoot a shot and it lands on a chihuahua and kills it. It could happen. So it's going to be a while. I'm hand drawing everything. Are you like hand drawing it and then like scanning it in? Because that actually sounds kind of cool. Like that'd be a fun. I would never do that, but it sounds cool. Okay, I'm supposed to open my game. Gosh, you guys are distracting me. I haven't worked on my game all day. I've been just updating all my social media profiles, making them look sick. Here, I don't want to do game quite yet. I want to show you my YouTube success because, I'm just braggadocious man over here. Now, some people would look at these numbers and think that they're like silly, but for my views, right, I have almost 3K and then my total views is 4.5K, 3K more than usual. So that means that I have 3 times the views of my previous period because I wasn't really making content. So I've increased my views by like a full 3-fold. My watch time is 34.5 more than usual. So that means usual will be 50 and now it's 84. And I do think this will pop up to 100 by the end of this cycle within the next, week or so. So I do think I'm going to easily have about double the watch hours I normally have. And then for subs, I have 19 more than usual, which is half of 38. So that means I have double my usual sub increase. This view spike here is from Bizmaster Studios, his video about my 404 page. This one right here. This is my most... This video got 1.2 videos in the course of an hour. And then if you look at it, it just like disappeared. Like there's very little raise from here to here. We have, so in this is like 1 day and 19 hours. So this, in the first 24 hours, in the first 48 hours, this video had 185 views, and then 14 days later, you have like 60 more views than that, 65 more views. So over like the next 2 weeks, it got like nothing, but the first 48 hours, it got 485 views in 48 hours, and then 65 additional views in the course of 2 weeks. So I guess that's kind of how shorts work, But yeah, Biz is, and it's interesting because the statistics only counted as 550 views, but actually it has 1.2K views. So what I think is happening is that shorts give you more views if you watch the short multiple times. But in your video analytics, it doesn't represent that, right? Because one says 1.2 and one says 550. It always amazes me when other people's videos follow the YouTube long of viewership and mine never have. What is the YouTube law of viewership? But you can see these, even the less successful shorts, all these, this icon is a short, and this is like a video, the bigger play button. And the bigger play button, like, they produce more views, but the views are like spread out over a long period of time. First 24 hours get the majority of your views. Oh yeah. Well, you have a lot of niche games that a lot of people. That's kind of what I've gathered from your channel, is that you play some stuff in the past, especially, that not everybody likes, and it's the videos I've seen of yours that are crazy, that have ridiculous amount of views. In some ways, more than anybody I talk to. They're really kind of, you hit like a niche, where a lot of other people weren't doing that specific video. Because you play popular games too, and then those videos don't tend to get a lot of views. But if you play those semi-popular games and you do something kind of unique in them, and you're also you're kind of a 100%er, which I think a lot of people want to see what a 100%er will do, versus somebody who just like speeds through the game. Because then they can see all aspects of the game, that maybe see stuff they haven't missed or whatever. Like this video, for example, definitely did not follow the, this is, again, my most viewed video so far. And you can see, since its inception on May 23rd, it's been a very steady growth in views, And even this period, yeah. So, and this video alone has just gone, like, this is like probably how yours look on some of your more successful ones. Still get hundreds of views a month on a 10-year-old video. I believe it. What is your most viewed video? Like 100K? I saw you had some crazy high views on some of them. Overlord, 200K. Is it based on the Overlord anime? Or is that a different thing? But yeah, a lot of my, like, what I find is the tutorials don't really follow the 48-hour thing. The tutorials tend to be, actually, none of my content really follows that 48 law except for the shorts. All my content gets more views as time goes on. Like, pretty much every video on this page is getting more views now than it was when it was released. None of them definitely got the majority of their views in the first 48 hours. You're the kind of videos people can't just watch one. What it is more so is the topics don't like, I'm very niche. It is true, like, they'll be like, there's more, And I agree with you, but I think the main reason why I tend to get viewership in kind of a more sustained way is because I'm the only one who talks about a specific thing, right? Like nobody has done RPG Maker timed attacks in events. No one has done an evented UI video, you know. No one has done mobile RPG Maker project tips. You know, no one has done custom frame. Well, people have done custom frame. Well, that's a devlog though, so who cares? No one talked about how to back up your GitHub site. No one talked about like, because I watch all of the RPG Maker content, right? Like, I'm subscribed to anybody I ever find that is making RPG Maker content because I'm curious what they're doing. And everything that I do, a big part of why I make the video is because nobody's made a video about that specific thing. So when somebody is searching how to do something, that's something that people are going to keep doing, you know, like forever. They're going to keep trying to figure out how to do this or that in RPG Maker. And that's like the content that I create. So it's going to keep getting views because, and honestly, MV, are going to, I think people are going to keep using them longer than any of the RPG Maker platforms because well, I think RPG Maker Unite will be very popular. It's going to be so different, you know, because it's in Unity. Like, it's a totally different thing. So, and it will have its place, and I think a lot of people are going to make really great games on it. But I also think that RPG Maker MZ, it will happen from what I've heard, Unite alpha testers. It's a mess. It doesn't sound like a good idea. Like if somebody approached me and they're like, okay, let's give all the functionality of RPG Maker and put it in Unity, I'd be like, put it in what? So you want to take like all of the disadvantages of both engines and combine them? Like it, it just sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud. It's like, why would you why would you make that call like that? It makes no sense. Like the advantage of RPG Maker is that the engine is somewhat static, right? To me, that's the greatest advantage. It's at a certain point the code kind of levels out and it doesn't change anymore. So you can keep working on a long project over time as a small individual, right? Like me and you, like LMP, you have projects that are 10 years old and you can just keep working on them, right? Because nothing changes. I mean, JavaScript changes a little maybe, but you know, the rendering engines can update. You can get new versions of nw.js, but for the most part, the engine just stays put and it doesn't keep adding new shit. As frustrating as RPG Maker can be, it definitely doesn't change after it's set up. So you can just keep using the same engine over and over forever. With Unity, I don't recommend anybody solo develop a long-term project on Unity. I highly recommend that. If anybody talks to me about Unity, I'm highly against long-term projects. All I hear is horror stories about this version updating. I needed this new feature, so I updated the version, or I can't use these asset packs, or I can't use this feature from this library anymore. Yeah, it does happen with RPG Maker. It does happen, but not the older versions. That's a big part of why people use VXAce, right? Because it doesn't change anymore. It's set. And I think MV and MZ are pretty much going to be the same way. They're going to be set. And I think they'll continue to be used widely for a very long time. And I do think people will use RPG Maker Unite, if anything, just for Unity and RPG Maker's marketing alone. And I'll definitely give it a shot and try it. But the idea of having an RPG Maker engine kind of combined with Unity does not sound appealing to me at all. Yeah, 2K3 still has a very... But the thing is, RPG Maker MV and MZ will be the last ones. Like the change, in my opinion, from VXAce to MZ is not, or to MV is not anywhere near as crazy as implementing Unity. Like that is like... They went from like the VX to MV... Like I can see that progression, but going MZ to Unity is like they went from like VX to MZ is like, okay, we're going from here to here, right? Like IMSI to Unity is like here to like the moon to outer space. It's like a crazy leap in like a crazy direction. That's gonna make it into like a totally different thing. 2003, my brain went, oh yes, Riggy. Unity hates my laptop. I legit had to swap to Game Maker because the computer couldn't physically run it. One of the things I don't like about Unity is the first thing I really don't like about Unity is the updates. You know, so if you have a long-term project, it's gonna keep updating, and it's just gonna always break your shit. Like, I don't know anybody who's had a project over 2 years who hasn't had this, who didn't get into a situation where they literally had to commit weeks to updating their game to work with the new version of Unity. Like, you, if have any of you met somebody? I know like probably 100 Unity devs that have projects that have lasted over 2 years, and I have never asked one of them, like, have you ever had an issue where it took you like a couple weeks to fix because of updates? You expect it's like Unreal Engine? I haven't actually used Unreal Engine. I'm just not interested in 3D games, but I don't hear as much bad stuff about Unreal in that regard. I've used Unity quite a bit. I've made a bunch of Game Jam games, like 4. So Unity is easier than RPG Maker. I don't care what you guys say. Like, it's the easier. It takes less expertise to use Unity than RPG Maker. You can get started faster on RPG Maker, and the distance from being like an RPG Maker intro to like an expert is like very difficult and painful. It's much less painful in Unity, in my opinion. Yeah, once you know, it's back asswords. Yeah. Yeah, no, it is harder to use. It is a yeah, no. Once you get past a certain point, we're at the point that, like where me and you were at LMP, us elite RPG Maker devs. I think it is the harder engine than Unity, but it's harder in a sense of like working around the core, working around the core mechanics of the core code of the engine. It's kind of backwards, 100%. But I would take that hardness and that thing that RPG Maker people complain about over the stuff that Unity devs complain about any day. Like, the stuff they complain about sounds like really shitty. Like, it sounds terrible. Like, I would take having to use the dumb ass rendering text system that I'm dealing with right now. Trust me, anybody who watches this stream regularly, I'm mad. Like, I'm mad just thinking about it. And you can tell I don't want to work on my game right now. That's why I'm just sitting here like chirping because I have to do some text. But as bad as that is, the stuff that Unity people deal with, I'm just like, forget that shit. I feel like that about Huey. Yeah, yeah. And of course, it also comes back down to whatever kind of game you want to make, right? It's just that I think a lot of people think you can do certain things on RPG Maker. And it's almost like, it's kind of like my mission to like be like, no, you can do this and that. You can do some stuff, you know. You can do some pretty interesting things. And that's kind of something that I enjoy. What is this? Is this a game development engine? It's a game dev stream. You guys heard of RPG Maker? To Jimmy the code? Yes. And you also, that's also true, LMP. You have to be the type of person who's more like the hacker type. I 100% agree that. Because there's like programmer types, right? And engineer type software developers. And then there's like hacker types. Bro, and I think you and me are both, we're both like hacker types. Like we can do the software development stuff. But the stuff that's exciting is when we break it. I know you like breaking stuff. Every single game that's like your #1 goal that I've seen you play, it's like, how do I break it? And that's when you get pumped. So, yeah, like, I'm the same way. I want to figure out how to get outside of the boundaries, you know? And that makes it fun. That's what's exciting. So check this out. You see I have that weird gold? I gotta erase that. I made Hunting Swan so mad I found so many issues. Why would he be mad? When you found shit in my game, I don't think he was mad. Well, I don't think he was like literally mad. I think, yeah, no, I get what you mean. He was like, what? How did I have that in there kind of thing, right? Because finding bugs in your game is like a miracle. Whenever anybody points out a bug in my game especially if it's one that I didn't know about, like I'm pumped. It is frustrating if there's a bug that people keep pointing out that you know is there, but you just haven't had time to fix, or you don't feel it's a priority to fix. When I had my Android version up on itch, I got that a lot. Like people would play it and be like, this is broken and that's broken. And I'd just be like, okay, that's it. Game's coming down. Game is coming down. I don't have time to work on the Android version. Some of the stuff I found was hard to fix. Of course. Of course. Plus he's using VX Ace. I have no idea how to use that. That engine is baloney. How the hell kind of stuff. Yeah, when you played my game, there was a bunch of stuff, man, that... But yeah, check this out. I made it so the game's fully playable with touchscreen. There's this X at the top, right? So you can go in, and you can actually... To change between characters, you actually swipe. You see I'm doing a swipe. Then you close it, go to equipped, swipe. Eventually I'll add like some type of visual cue that the swiping works. And all this is like touch input, view touch input. If input is like 50 pixels, or it's more than that, it's like 120 pixels to the left. Well, I'm not going to tell them. I'm just going to make it so that if... I don't know. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do all the sub-menus. See, like one of the things I have to decide is, am I going to stay in the map scene for everything? And I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to stay in the map because the way my game's designed, it works fine. So I'm going to stay in the map for the other menus. It's a little tricky because you can technically still get in an encounter when you have this open. It just closes it. But when you have like, I'm going to have to do it where if you're like in this menu and a monster comes up and attacks you, the combat will still go in, you know? Kind of like an MMO. As far as the arrow goes, that's not necessarily what I'm envisioning. I'm envisioning like when you touch the screen, there'll be like a line here, right? And you can like pull it and you'll see like a little circle here, and there'll be like a line, and then you pull, if you touch and you pull it, it'll like just, and it'll just go wherever you touch, similar to the way the controller is, right? It'll be almost like exactly like this, except it won't go up and down, so it'll be stuck on a left to right trajectory. And it'll be like if it gets to here, then it'll swipe left, and if it gets to here, it'll swipe right, and if it goes to here, it'll swipe left, and it'll be like on a straight line. You know what I mean? And that's pretty easy to code. I can basically just reuse a lot of this and just take out the Y stuff. You know? And just make it so it has to get a little bit further. This is still not done. Like, you see how it stops moving after you get past that certain point? Like, from up here, right? And you see how it's not moving here, and then it turns on right there. I want to make it so when you pass that point, right? So like if you're out here, it'll pop back into the center, which is something I remember I was talking about back in the day, but I never actually got there. Biz was complaining that the swipe wasn't working, and my suspicion is that he has a high resolution phone. If you were playing on like an iPad or something, with like a shutter or whatever, going like that far over would be like a normal thing you'd probably do by accident. So I don't know. But it works fine for now. I'm honestly thinking I'm just going to release it for $5. The screen coordinates can be calculated. Yeah. Also, too, I figured out, dude, that you can... I figured out how to set it up so you could use the in-phone text entry. And I thought about maybe using it, you know, like use the keypad on the phone, like that's built into the OS for like name entry. But that also sounds kind of crazy. It's kind of intimidating me, so I haven't tried that. But that's something I might possibly do. I tried it with the demo of the plugin that I use. There's a plugin that I use, and you can actually do keypad entry. The tricky thing is that the keypad entry, I don't really know how to set it to have like a limited amount of characters. So like there's two problems that can come for that. One, they could make like a stupid crazy long name that'll mess up like all of my dialogue text boxes. Just hack their phones. Yeah, yeah, sure. So that's one issue that I don't know how to get around. And the other is they can use like random... The keypad has characters that aren't even in RPG Maker, right? So like those will be available to you and you can put them in. And that's kind of buggy if you can put in like random. So I'd have to figure out how to keep... And that's that, because when you're using that tool in the OS, it's like, how do you keep that thing like... That's like a whole lot I've had to learn, is how to control that pad, right? I think for now I'm just gonna use the name entry with this, and you just play it like a mobile, like a retro game, you know. I think that's the way to go for now. But it is cool that I figured out that I can use that thing. Eventually I do want to make like a login setup where you can log in to either your Google account or something. And then I have a dream of making leaderboards and cloud saves. Might be a way to capture the keyboard input and only accept valid characters. I'm sure there is, dude. I just have no idea how to do it. And I have no idea how to predict how long it would take to figure it out. It'll probably be like many things in my project. It's like one of those things I'm going to keep my ears open. And if I talk to like another Android dev or something, I'll like ask them, what do you think about this? But as far as like things I need to get done in the next month, it's pretty low. But it's just, that would be something cool to have eventually in the game. I do need to add this control pad to the name entry scene. That's something I definitely have to do. So I have it now. It's only in 2 scenes. It's in the battle scene and the map scene, right? It doesn't load in any other scenes, but I need to add it to the name entry scene, which is pretty easy to do. So that's just something I haven't got to. I think you helped. No, it was more code. Well, you helped me a little bit with that, but there's a lot of code. I don't even remember how to do it, but I'm pretty sure I can copy and paste and then just create a new function, like name entry control stick, and just copy everything and change out a couple of the words. I'm sure there's more of an optimized way to do that, and if you ever want, I'll send it to you. You can optimize it for me, but can use touch input for the name entry. I mean, the name entry technically works with touch input. Like, you can enter your name by touching the letters. So it already has that in it. Is that what you mean? Let me put a name entry guy in this scene and I'll show you. Name input processing. So you can actually enter the names, right? Just by touching it. But on a mobile device, this is really small. Like, like this is not. So I'm gonna make it so keyboard input. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure if the keyboard would work on mobile. Like the keyboard input, it might. And besides, I don't really want keyboard input either, because that'll like make it so they can put in all kinds of random characters. All I'm gonna do is they can still enter with touch input. Like if they're on an iPad too, it'll be fine. Like a bigger device. But I just want to make it so you can control with the touchscreen controller here to navigate through the letters if you want to do it that way. Hey, look at my bot, dude. Look at my sweet, sweet bot. Saying nice little random messages. If you're already following, then I'm going to need another 5 subs and a $5 donation. Or else get the hell out. But yeah, so it's just a matter of getting. So I'm just gonna add the control stick to this scene, and okay. Santoro got one, Putin got one, Olivia got one. Yeah, did she leave? Did she say bye? She always says bye if she's gonna leave. I assume it's a she. Sorry for gender assuming. Rujum got one. That's awesome. Rujum commented on my video. He's been very nice about that, and he doesn't even know anything about RPG Maker, which is really cool. I've had a lot of support of people commenting on my stuff that don't even use RPG Maker, which I really appreciate, because that means they're just doing it for me, you know? They're not just trying to use me for my sweet content. But yeah, thank you very much, LMP. Oh, Corpse Chap got one. Holy shit, that's awesome. He really needs it. He's in here all the time. Congratulate. I think he went to go feed his cats or something he said. Oh, that's great. I'm really glad Corpse got one. Everybody in there, I'm glad they got one. Olivia too, she's just here. So that's really cool. Wake us up to have a sub tomorrow. You're gonna pass Mia pretty soon for most subs. No, who was it? I wonder what your total subs are. Is it just 10? You've given me gift subs in the past. Oh, 24. Oh, wow. So you're easily 4th. Mia's given me 26. So that means you're just a couple behind the 3rd place. 3rd place subber. I'm sure if you stick around, you'll get there eventually. Wow, I was just talking about how I never get subs. When it rains, it pours. I literally got like... Why does it say my sample goal? What happened there? Are those subs? Or bits or what? My API is broken, I guess. I don't know. Why isn't stream avatars open? That's what I want to know. Should probably play some music. That'll help me work more. Why is it? Oh, it's using my old name for my stream avatars because I took out the comma, but it still has the comma, so it hasn't updated the name, I guess. That's fine. Also, I gotta get this X out of this scene because the X functions as a delete, which is confusing, right? His name is Shit. What a creative name he has. Shit. Also, these don't render in mobile. So like, yeah, so like this menu here, not only do the numbers not render, but these are pulled directly from the sprite sheets, right? These characters. And they don't render on mobile. Oh, I don't know why. So I gotta figure that out. I might just replace them with pictures and just make it all more invented. Like say if character is this character, push this picture, you know. Something like that. I had a little like, here we go. So if I do anything tonight, I just want to, this is all stuff I fixed. Pixie displaying, clean menu transitions, that's pretty minor. I'm gonna put all this stuff down here because this is all done. So these are the things that are left to do. And this is basically, this stuff is the stuff I want to finish. Oh, I should also add control stick for name entry. That's kind of important. After I finish all of this, I feel like I'll be ready for mobile. Like I feel comfortable with the game being on mobile. Just got to do all this crap. Why isn't that music playing? Oh, I turned the volume down. That's why. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is move that menu item. And I basically got to make it so that number is white. So I'm going to do a similar thing like you're doing in your stream. And then I got to get rid of that gold, and I got to move it so it's right here. And I got to get rid of the background too. I think you can just do background opacity or something. I don't know, I forget. I got to figure it out right now. So do this guy. Paragon manager. So it's down here. What I did is I did see the stuff I commented out was with Divi. Window gold. Okay, so I set the position. Where's the draw? So the draw is in my text call, it looks like. Pretzel. It's my common event. So here's how I draw the gold. This is where it's positioned. Maybe it's in the script calls. How to make it so it doesn't display the background. I was watching one of Porgy's videos and he talks about it. So let's just go to the script call resource. Oh, I'm looking for it's something opacity. I think it's something like window set opacity. Copy this. Scene menu. Change window color. Game system. Set window tone. Is there no set window opacity? Is it RGB, not A? Window color. Show dev tools. Wait, I wonder if you could use this script call to access dev tools in mobile. Huh. And again, what would be the point of that? I didn't realize there was a script call to open the dev tools. Things you know. That's interesting. Oh, this. What kind of window is that? Our scene manager, Paragon manager, create menu gold. Scene, draw menu gold. Category windows. Change opacity. It's like this window opacity something. Window gold, that's it. That's what I can adjust. So it's like window gold. Underscore. Don't forget to subscribe, Liz. I... I'm getting tired. Porgy only has 777 subscribers. That's crazy.
Redone the draw cycle. So let's hit P. As you can see, now we have a window. That window custom command dot prototype dot window height text X and Y, and as you can see, it X equals 400. If these images were larger, look command window command dot prototype dot draw item dot call this index custom command dot prototype dot draw item the code. And for that I'll use the custom command window because I don't want to disrupt ._scene. I go for the window. And of course, if I take a look at draw text X,
I don't know. Where's this opacity?
it accepts only 3 parameters: text X and Y. And as you can see, it reads the text state depending on the index. It also reads the escape characters and converts them, and calculates the text height on its own, because of course for every line breaker you add, it will accept it and create a new line. And of course it resets font settings, just like if you... Hello fellow RPG makers, and welcome to another video. In the previous video I have talked about window types, So in this video I will talk about something more interesting, in particular about drawing. Nevertheless, before we actually draw something, we will take a look at how it works. So let's launch the game, hit F8, and let's take a look at this window, which is a title command window. Manager._scene._command window. Let's hit enter, and let's take a look at the info. As you can
Man, I get like more views than this guy. Okay, I'm just getting super tired. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I did like nothing today, which is unusual for me. Usually I get at least a couple things done. I'm kind of looking at drawing this stuff, and I'm just like, something as simple as like moving my like removing the window opacity for the background of the window is just like seeming super overwhelming right now.
Hello fellow RPG makers, and welcome to another video. In this video I will talk more in detail about the basic types of videos in MV, but before I talk about that, let's take a look at the problem we had in the previous video, which was that the materials did not load properly, so they did not display properly. If we open the script, we can see it has increased in size, but we will get to it later. For now, let's take a look at the scene_custom_menu.prototype.create function, which has these two lines, image manager.reserve face and reserve character. This is very important because if we take a look at the RPG_managers.js, more importantly, if we search for scene manager.update scene, we can see that if the scene has not started yet and it is ready, it should start. But it is only ready when the image manager is ready, and the image manager is ready only when it has nothing to load. So the code that reserves the face and the character makes it load. So the scene won't launch until these two are loaded.
Okay,
which means that as long as
I'm gonna probably keep watching these videos to try to absorb some of the info, but we're gonna go ahead and raid the Rujum. He's a super good guy, and yeah. So I'll see y'all later. It's been a fun little stream. I had a lot of fun talking, and of course I didn't mind getting the subs. Shout out to LMP for the subs. Yeah, appreciate it, man. You're probably gone already, like asleep or something, but I do appreciate it. And I'm gonna go now. So I'll say hi to the Rujum since he commented on my video, so he gets some cred in my book, and he can use a nice little raid. He usually does like 3D games and stuff, so we'll go see how he's doing. I'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Good night. Good night. Good night.
I can't hear the... Can you guys hear I'm sorry about the alert being so weak. Maui Game Studio, let me shout you out. Hello, thank you. I don't recall if I have a command for you already. You're amongst the people I should be. Yeah? I should add your YouTube channel. I'll type that in on my end. Hello, welcome in. I'm Rujum, also known as Sneer. I am hobbyist game dev, and welcome to hell. I'm kidding. Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing? Welcome, Moy. How was your how was your stream? Cheers. My pleasure. It's pretty good. My only issue is I'm not using RPG Maker. So, but I am really enjoying hearing your voice, and you are pretty vibrant there. So I recommend everybody go sub. Wait, I'm getting your YouTube channel here. Wait 1 second. Where's my... there it is. Also, congrats on 300 subs. You were asking for it in the video and you got it. I've seen. I've witnessed. Kinda tired? Oh, okay, that's fine. And there you are. Oh, you got some shorts on. Wait, were you live on YouTube? For reals? Holy shit. That's your other channel. You're pretty big on... Okay, so let me get your... So you guys, please follow our friend Maui, Joseph. Ah, I see. Now I see that. I see. Cool. Yeah, you have some pretty good setup for YouTube presence. That's pretty cool. I do. I think I'm on all your channels. I think I subbed all your channels. Sounds and stuff for YouTube. They look good. They look pretty good. I like it. I like when there's like a coherent thumbnail for everything. It's good. The last one is the best. It's like you have separated elements in the screen. That's very good. That's the best. So you can definitely tell. Actually, I do brands and stuff for my job. Ah, really? You do branding? Okay, so that's why you know your stuff. Game dev stuff. Yeah. How do they say it? We have a saying like the guy who makes shoes walks barefoot. Don't know how to translate it. You have time for other people's stuff, but not for your own. I feel you. Started trying to apply to my hobby thing. Oh, yeah, as you should. As you should. Actually, I think my command thing is still open, so let's see. Yeah, it is still open, so I'll add it to your command. I was just editing Dingo's command, which was, I guess, not shouting her out, so my bad, Dingo. I'm cringing by myself. I'm cringing myself out. Wait, this is stream elements. That's my bot, no? I'm a boomer today, guys. I'm boomer any day, but today extra boom. Extra boom for you. Chatbot, chat commands, and let me find you. Check custom commands. Maui.